We've done something every day for 2 weeks straight now, which is why it's quite nice to sit down in a park and have a cup of coffee here now, I think.
Yeah.
Doing things every day, meeting people every day, sharing food every day is probably also why we got a bit sick now towards the end. But it's all right. It's been 2 very hectic but fun weeks. I met your entire family and then some. So now I properly feel like I'm part of your family, which is very nice.
That's good.
And I'm kind of sad to go back to Sweden already. It's been quite an experience to celebrate the Chinese New Year with you here. Really fun. But we're gonna come back in June.
Yeah.
And time goes quick, yeah? So it's been a great 2 weeks.
We did indeed have 2 great weeks in China, and although it went by quickly, we did a lot of different things. Maybe that's why it all went by so quickly. So join us in this video as Hannah shows me how to celebrate the Chinese New Year in China. It will definitely be a fun one. Traveling to China from Sweden takes a while. First, we boarded a small airplane in Gothenburg. A bit later, we boarded a much larger airplane in Munich. This larger airplane took us all the way to Shanghai. It even came equipped with a camera, so you could watch your own landing. Very cool. In Shanghai, we ran, but we still missed our connecting flight.
So we missed our connection, but it's all right. We got some help, and now we rebooked on a later flight. So it's all good. We're gonna make it to Chengdu.
Yeah.
At 1:35 a.m. we finally arrived in Chengdu. After 23 hours of traveling, we were now in the hometown of the panda. And I was actually a bit nervous. After all, I had not seen Hannah's parents for over 6 years. I hope they still like me. But there was nothing to worry about. Hannah's family is fantastic.
Still a bit jet lagged from yesterday's travel. 23 hours of traveling to get here.
Yeah.
But now we're in Chengdu. Gonna stay in your apartment for the night. Then tomorrow we go to your hometown. Now we'll explore a bit, going to a mall back here.
The mall was completely decked out in New Year's decorations, some of which even made sounds. Yes, we had a lot of fun in the mall.
Now we're done at the mall. I got my hair cut because in a few days we're gonna take wedding photos.
Yeah.
So I have to look a bit proper. Now we're out here exploring a bit, gonna go to a nearby park.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we'll fall asleep because we're so jet lagged.
Yeah.
And we should stay awake to get rid of the jet lag. Let's go to the park.
Yeah.
We were now in Konggang Park, a nice park in the city. Being located close to the airport, the park was somewhat airplane themed, as can be seen here by this bridge, looking like an airplane.
Nice park, big park. Here's a nice lake as well.
Yeah.
But now I'm very tired. How about you?
Same.
Yeah, tomorrow we have a long drive, around 6 hours to your hometown.
Yeah.
That'd be fun, I guess, once we get there. Long drive tomorrow.
Yes, we did have a long drive coming up, but that wouldn't stop us from having some hot pot. Having hot pot is, after all, mandatory when you're in Chengdu.
Now we're on our way to Hannah's hometown of Xichang. We just left Chengdu behind. We'll take around 6 hours to get to her hometown. A long drive on the expressway up here. A lot of people around here. I am still kind of tired from traveling all the way here, still jet lagged. Hannah and I woke up at 4 a.m. last night, couldn't sleep much at all. But now we're on our way to Xichang. And there she is.
Hannah's hometown of Xichang is located about 6 hours from Chengdu, and the drive there would take us straight through the mountains and along huge overpasses and suspended roads. The expressway that Hannah's dad drove on was finished in the year 2012 and is nicknamed Expressway in the Clouds, and I can certainly see why.
Now we've stopped in some smaller city, gonna have some lunch. You know where this is? What's this city called?
Hanyuan.
We're in Hanyuan for some lunch. I heard it's beef for lunch.
It was indeed beef for lunch in the county of Hanyuan. It tasted pretty great. I ate beef stomach and some vegetables that I had never tried before. With lunch finished, we headed back to the car and once again began driving through the mountains. And eventually we made it to the sunny city of Xichang.
Now we have arrived here at Hannah's parents' place in Xichang, and the weather here is really quite good. It's a bit windy, but 19 degrees, kind of warm. Tomorrow we're gonna go take some wedding photos. Now today we won't do much more, so I'm gonna go back inside here and join Hannah and her family, and Lucky.
But hang on, do you like plants? Either way, here's Hannah's dad with a short tour of his garden.
This is虎皮兰. This is 水仙. 少甜还是可以的。黄果兰。This is 枇杷。This is 红豆杉。This is 金桔。This is 银桂。绣球花。
Now we're on our way to take wedding photos.
Yeah.
First we're gonna get some clothes, and then we'll take photos in the studio.
Yeah.
And then we'll head to some mountain and take wedding photos with snowboards. What a day, huh?
Yeah.
Let's go.
It would be an entire day full of wedding photo taking. First things first, we had to pick a nice outfit, and there were a lot of clothes to choose from. Wow, Hannah did indeed look stunning in her dress. And I don't think I looked too bad either. Clothes decided, time for makeup.
Wearing a suit.
Suit it up.
Yeah, with a bow tie as well. I don't think I've ever worn a bow tie.
No.
Does it suit me?
Yeah, it does.
Good.
It was probably the first time I'd worn a bow tie. We then proceeded to take a bunch of photos.
Okay, so now we're taking photos with nice dress clothes. We're gonna change to traditional Chinese clothing for the next photo shoot. It should be interesting.
Traditional clothing in China is usually red, and I think we will wear something like that on our wedding. So that's interesting.
So now we're done taking photos in the studio. It went pretty well, I think.
Yeah, it went well.
Yeah, and I think we should clear up one thing. We are married in Sweden, right? So we're not married in China. We're getting married in China in June this year.
Yeah.
But we're taking the photos a bit early because, well, we're here now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and now we're gonna head to a mountain to take wedding photos while snowboarding. The
My
mountain,
idea.
yeah, that's your idea. It's a fun idea because we like snowboarding.
Yeah.
Which means I get to see some snow in China. That's cool. At some mountain, about 1.5 hour drive.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get some rest and then we'll take photos again
Yeah.
at the mountain.
The mountain roads came with quite nice views as we headed further and higher up from the city. But so far there was not much snow at all. Hopefully there would be more snow in the snowboard hill. We had now arrived at Chengdu, high up in E minority county. You will learn more about the E minority a bit later on in this video. Now it seemed as if we had arrived a bit off season. There was not much snow left. Luckily, we brought a good photographer.
Okay, we got snowboards. We got some kind of snow. Let's take some photos.
We posed for a bunch of different photos, with and without snowboards. It was rather cold, especially for Hannah in her dress. But I don't know, I think it was worth it and the photos turned out pretty great. Here's some of the photos.
Good morning, as you can see from my hair. Today we're going for a short jog/walk. I have to keep in shape. I have a ski race coming up within 3 weeks. We're going for a light jog/walk. Hannah, me, and where is he?
Here.
And Lucky. All right, let's go.
Our run would start after I threw away this bag of trash. We first ran up this hill, then down the hill. Lucky met a friend. We jogged a bit more. Then we met Hannah's mom's sister, who asked if we wanted to go to the old town. So let's take a walk towards the old town, together with Hannah, her mom, and her mom's sister.
So here we are at the oldest street in Xichang, the oldest town. Hannah told me that some parts are rebuilt to look old, some parts are restored, but then inside these buildings here it's very, very old.
Yeah.
Is that so?
Yeah, it is.
I said the correct thing.
Indeed I did, and we were now in Xichang ancient town. Most structures here have been rebuilt in accordance with the architectural wonders that once stood here. And since the New Year is coming up, things are covered in New Year's decorations, lanterns hanging from the sky, and doors covered in couplets with New Year wishes. In the ancient town, we stopped by a few stores to buy some souvenirs and gifts for friends and family in Sweden. One store did not only have a 21,000 RMB comb, they had a comb worth almost 50,000 RMB. Needless to say, we could not afford to buy any of those combs. China has 55 different ethnic minority groups. In and around Xichang, you'll find a lot of people who are of the Yi minority. Their culture and language is protected by law. Establishments in Xichang are required to display certain information in Yi script, as can be seen here on this sign, or on this bus. And a bit later tonight, I would actually try some Yi minority clothing myself. But first, we were going to the local market. At the market, we were on the hunt for some vegetables, and I got to peel my first ever corn.
I'm getting there.
Come on! She's beating you.
I wasn't very quick.
You don't have to be gentle with the corn, you know that? Guess?
How many corn you bought?
5.
5 corn? I'm guessing like maybe 20?
10.
10?
Yeah.
Oh.
After picking up some corn, we continued exploring the market.
Look at those.
Whoa. Where are we going now?
I don't know, some market upstairs probably.
Yeah, we're following your mom's sister.
Yeah, she knows her
She
thing.
knows what's up.
Yeah.
Or where to go, I guess.
I don't know the...
How do you say it?
Shanyao.
Chanyao.
Yeah, I don't know the English.
Bamboo. That one I know. Look at this onion. It's like huge.
Really big, isn't it?
The biggest onion I've ever seen, I think. There's so much vegetables here.
There was indeed a lot of vegetables at the market, and now it was, or a bit later, but in this video we'll skip directly to it. Time to head back to the old town, this time after dark. In the evening, the ancient town is lit up, and at this time of the year it's even more mesmerizing with all the red lanterns. Here, in this building, Hannah's cousin's friend has a photo studio, and he offered me to try out an Yi minority dress. Of course I said yes to the offer. I put on the clothes that they gave me, and Hannah's friend thought that the Yi clothes looked better than my normal clothes.
Yeah, really cool actually. Yeah. Better than I thought. Better than your own clothes.
Thank you.
Too bad I couldn't keep the Yi dress then. Either way, the dress was completed with an earring, and then it was time for some photos. I posed at different locations based on the request of the photographer. We then had something I've never tried before, sugar cane. It was sweet and rather chewy.
Okay. Okay. Oh. It's very sweet.
Be careful your teeth.
白糖就是用这个做的。
You know
I have strong
sugar.
teeth.
You know sugar is like
I know sugar comes from sugar,
yeah,
sugar
exactly.
cane.
Yeah.
你好，我是瑞典人。
And after telling some kids that I was from Sweden, it was time for some more photos.
我爱跳舞。
Then it was time for some more sugar, this time in the form of art. Sugar painting is a traditional Chinese folk art, and this man really knew his stuff. He has been making sugar art ever since Hannah and her cousin were in primary school. Yes, it's the same guy. They actually recognized him.
这个是我妹妹她男朋友。这个哈。
来吧。
Wow. Thank you. Look at that.
Is it good? Sweet?
It's good, it's really sweet.
Yeah.
Is it like brown sugar?
Yeah. It is.
I like this art because you can eat it.
Happy New Year! Today it's Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And here people are buying their lanterns, Denglong,
Yeah.
right, in Chinese, to put up decorations. Tonight we'll have dinner with
Yeah,
your dad's side of the
with all
family.
the family.
Yeah, all the family members.
Yeah.
Yesterday we had dinner with your mom's side of the family.
Yes.
And I made Swedish meatballs.
How's it going?
They're not very round.
And everyone eat it.
Yeah, they were kind of popular.
Yeah. And this is also reserved by grandma.
Swedish meatballs, popular among older Chinese people. The more you know.
It was quite nice. Then we watched some TV shows. You said that every province hosts their own New Year's TV show
Yeah.
the day before New Year's.
Yeah.
Because on New Year's Eve they all show the CCTV New Year's special.
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, let's explore the street a bit here.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Let's do it.
Come on.
Look at those. And of course, dragon. Because it's a dragon year. And chili.
Being in Sichuan, not only were there chili in the food, there was chili in the New Year decorations. A market filled with only red stuff. It was really a sight to behold. After the New Year's market, I went to the doctor, a traditional Chinese doctor. He checked my pulse and asked me a few questions. Sometimes at night I get sweaty. That's a weird sentence, but it's true. Maybe some traditional Chinese medicine would help. Lunch we ate by a small river. We then took a walk along said river.
Now we're taking a walk, Hannah, Lucky and I, along this river here. All the dads in the family are back at the restaurant playing mahjong. We will join them later on for some food, a lot of food. This river here is called Haihe and it flows out to a big lake. So let's go and check out the big lake.
Before making our way towards the lake, we dropped off Lucky at the mahjong table. He would much rather play mahjong than to walk all the way to the lake. We made it quickly to Chonghai Wetland Park, but our stay here would not be very long, since it was very warm.
And we're very thirsty because there's no store here selling water. It's all closed because of the New Year.
Yeah.
And it's kind of warm outside as well. So I guess we'll just head back to the city,
Yeah.
get something to drink. And then it's quite soon time for New Year's Eve dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we got some drinks,
Yeah.
water and some nice tea. Very good. Now we're gonna go have some New Year's Eve dinner
Yeah.
with your family. Happy New Year!
So after singing a New Year song and wishing each other Happy New Year, it was time for some charades.
先得叫一声，他能叫得出来，我就算可以了哈。先把他叫出来。
And that's how you imitate a duck in Chinese. We then played a few more guessing games, followed up by New Year wishes in Spanish. I bet you did not see that one coming, followed by Swedish,
Det är jättekul att vara här, tack så mycket. Gott nytt år allihopa.
followed by French.
Bonne année à tous, je vous souhaite une bonne année.
And then I did something I never thought I would do. I sang Dancing Queen by ABBA together with Hannah in China, which is now forever on her cousin's phone.
Music, get in the street, you can Nobody could be that guy. Night is young and music's high.
Well, that was a bit embarrassing, but we got some applause. After singing, it was time for food. There was a lot of food on a spinning table. This was then followed by some drinking and more singing. And more drinking and more eating. It was fantastic. And of course, no New Year's celebration is complete without some fireworks, which we kindly received from Hannah's youngest cousins. Those two guys loved their fireworks, and luckily they were kind enough to give us a few. During New Year's Day we were really tired, but we did play some ping pong. As one would imagine, ping pong is popular in China. A lot of parks have ping pong tables, they're free to use. Just bring your own racket. Opponents you can probably find in the park as well, like this guy, who I think let me win on purpose. Very nice of him. I also played against Hannah as well as her dad. Today we're going to some kind of lake. It's a 2.5-hour drive from Xichang. Usually you need some kind of booking to get in and look at this lake, but Hannah's cousin's dad knows someone who knows someone, so probably we should be able to get in there. There should be some snow as well. That's all I know. It's a long drive. Hannah is tired. On our way to the lake we saw a bunch of monkeys who we fed some nuts. And then we had arrived. Nobody told me there would be a mountain, but I'm all for it. We had now arrived at Yelehu, a mountainous region in Xichang County, and it was time for lunch. So what kind of food we're gonna have now?
We're gonna have some chicken ham hot pot.
Chicken ham hot pot?
Yeah.
Spicy?
No spicy.
Not spicy, nice. The food tasted pretty good, and I have to say it was quite nice to let my stomach rest a bit. We had a lot of spicy food in the past few days, for example, spicy toad, among other things. This place is apparently located at over 2,000 meters above sea level, so I feel a bit out of breath. But it could also be because of all of the New Year's food I've eaten. But let's say it's because of the altitude. Are you a bit out of breath because of the altitude?
I'm okay. How about you?
What? You okay?
Yeah.
Yes. And we then arrived at the actual lake area. Right next to the lake there was an old town, which we would of course explore. Hello. Nice to meet you too. Thank you. So the workers here said that there was quite a bit of snow here yesterday.
Yeah.
But now it has all melted away. There's some left on the mountain back there. But this is quite cool. It's an old town. It's modeled to look old, to look like some kind of E-minority village.
Yeah.
And it has been used for quite a few local movie sets. And in the summertime for camping you can rent the houses here and camp. And then paddle back on the lake behind us. Yes, to paddle on the lake. Maybe we'll do that when we're back in China later in the summer. It could make for a cool video. We had an amazing 2 weeks in China, but as most things do, so does this video come to an end. And what better way could there be to end the video than with a view of the mountains while drinking tea? See you in the next one from the ski tracks. Yes, it's almost time for Vasaloppet. Hej på er! What a wonderful place for a cup of tea. I don't think it can get much better than this.